All right, folks, the deck is Mecha'thun Warrior. The goal of the deck is to play a whole bunch of cheap cards in the early game, many of which help us draw so that we can get the chemical spill to pull the Mecha'thun from our hand and kill it off with Shield Shatter. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. All right, welcome, folks. This is another YouTube exclusive. So I hope you enjoy these. Internet's not been cooperating today, and I've been meaning to do a few more of these anyway, just because they seemed to be a thing that you guys liked. So we're going to be doing that more regularly, especially if there's no resolution to my internet issues. But making the best out of an unfortunate situation. All right. None of these feel like great keeps. The one benefit about going against like potentially Quest Mage here is that Ice Block has no power against us. But there's no guarantee that it's just a Reno Quest Mage. Or a Quest Mage at all if they didn't play anything on one. Could be Secret Mage, which would be annoying, but mostly fine.
Strike.
Armor. Lightly used armor.
Okay. Got a decent amount of armor going. We just need to draw now.
My invention.
Which does appear to be what the opponent has cooking up as well. So I think we take a bump, which will make this cost 2 mana, and then we can play both of them. Or we can just get this down, gain some more armor. Want to hold this for the Roaring Applause. It's a little redundant with the Needlecock, but like we don't want to overdraw anyway, so that could be a legitimate concern.
I'm the snake in your blood is coming.
Okay. So this draws 2 right now.
I'll show you who's boss. Break it, you buy it.
Strike.
Go here, which will make this free. Then here, just to stack a bunch of armor and buy a bit of time. Next turn we can go here, play the Roaring Applause. You know, it seems as though they're setting up some sort of combo. I don't know what it is yet, though. But having a bunch of armor could delay something like an Ignite combo if people are still into that. And I don't particularly care about the board, so like wasting energy killing off a Doomsayer there is not something that I'm willing to do.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Let's lead with ooh, hello. Let's actually lead with this in case we hit a Rockstar. Gonna need to dump this eventually. I don't think it has to be now. We have 7 cards left.
I race, you fold.
Okay, there's the chemical spill. Let's just clean this up. This. This. This.
We'll have this in a bigger size.
Armor made to fit.
Okay.
My hand is full to the
3
brim.
cards. So next turn we probably just like dump hand. Oh my god. Into like Barov. It's actually just Light Show Mage. Ugh. Unfortunately, the opponent never really had a chance here, it seems. Okay. So we go here. Here.
Strike.
2 more cards to draw is the only limiting factor right now. Should have hero powered first, but actually. I just dropped this in case we like get drawn cards for us. I think the only concern here is Dirty Rat. But as a combo deck, they're not super likely to be running that. I think I can hold whatever minion I draw here off of that, just to hedge a bit. Because I can play 1, 2, or then the Shield Shatter. This always hits the Mecha'thun. We just need to make sure that the cards are played before we attempt to combo. This also gives me like objection options to play around.
I hope you like my invention.
And now I just need to not botch the combo.
Armor! Lightly used armor! I'll show you who's boss!
Doop. Easy. Okay, I think maybe being more efficient with our draws could allow us to combo earlier. So that's something to shore up, is like actually drawing a whole bunch of cards off of the Roaring Applause in particular. Because we weren't mana limited so much as like draw limited. But that was a fun first game. We get a nice easy warm-up game where we can like familiarize ourselves with the deck. So for more games where the opponents just kind of let us combo out. Or just more games against humans would be pretty cool too. Okay, apparently my internet issues have also wandered over into my download speed as well. Or I'm just having issues connecting to Hearthstone at the moment. Alright, Priest could be aggro Shadow Priest, so I need to keep with that in mind, which probably includes a Rover and even the Stoneskin Armorer. Like, we can assume that we get to bump into something on turn 2, and then that will activate the Armorer. It's a pretty good hand if it does end up being that matchup. I could also just leverage the Armorsmith. Okay. What if we did one of these to make sure that we get this bump with the armor on the board, or even just the Armorsmith? I'd rather save this for a skipper turn, just because that's so much armor.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
It's an armor vendor. It's also pretty good with a risky skipper, but their minions are often quite small. I just need to find the skipper. Let's go here, here, so that we can draw. Obviously take this bump. I don't have anything to coin out, or it would be worth considering just so that the Aftershocks is live for next turn, but we don't really need that to be the case, I don't think. This may not be a combo match so much as a survive the game situation.
Water. Sweet, beautiful water.
Could double trade into this and then just play the Aftershocks naked.
Stylish and deadly.
Break it, you buy it.
Which I think is the route that I want to go here. Save this for either skipper or an applause turn.
There is no light.
It's a big boy. That is not a good draw here. Let's just do this so that we kind of directly challenge the biggest minion in their deck.
This battle. We live in an age of wonder.
Truly. That works out. I don't think that was going to get any better for the opponent. So I do not fault them for leaving there.
Versus the Lich King.
Not sure what to expect with a Death Knight. Kind of want big draws, and I really would like to find a skipper in anything that might be board-based, which there's a good chance of it as a Death Knight. Okay. What's that tell me? Reno, maybe? Patchwork is going to be a problem if they're running it, but there's no guarantee. It's a good draw. It allows me to just kind of ignore this, because it cleans up so nicely. Even next turn, I don't necessarily need to care about it. Protecting my minions is not something that's a priority for me.
I smell gold in them there waters.
I don't like giving them card draw, but actually I just kind of lose the game if they're Plague, right? Or at least if they're Plague and they hit a Helio before I combo. Like, there's a good chance I can just tank a whole lot of Plagues and still win. But I can't empty deck if there's a Helia.
My blood for the Lich King!
That could indicate that there's not one, though.
I'll show you who's boss.
Armor made to fit.
Let's go here.
Break it, you buy it.
Get a good start on our armor gain. Look for some of the 0 mana fellas so that we can Roaring Applause with. Okay. Looks like it might be just some sort of hand buff thing with like double blood. Just take a draw 2 for 2 mana right now. Hold that. Because the weapon kills it. So we might be safe from Helio.
This thing dance any faster!
I can't dance any faster.
But there's no guarantee that that's the case yet. And we have 3 minion types, 4 minion types now. Like, do you use that with the Barov once things get big? Things got big. Kind of missing my card draw right now. Got Roaring Applause, Light of the Phoenix.
Do try to keep your
Let's just use this for now. It's possible that comes back to haunt me. But I do have the Aftershocks still, and I don't really want to take 8 to face for free. Well, I'm not taking 8. Well, I am taking 8. Okay, let's lead with this. And then we just hero power for now. Maybe run this guy out there. But I'm trying to save up for the Light of the Phoenix in order to take my next skipper turn here.
You have earned
That's just GG. I actually have no way to win. It's unfortunate. I mean, I suppose I could, like, stick a Mecha'thun and win that way, but no. I have no way to win from there.
Denatrius versus Thrall.
I fight for the glory of the Horde. Let your penance begin.
We'll keep a shield block just for a bit of early draw. It also activates the Aftershocks if we run back into it, but I'm mostly looking for a skipper. It's kind of the thing that makes the deck go, especially against even Shaman. I think we lead with an Armor Bender. Roaring Applause with 2 minion types in hand is not bad. But we've got a ways to go before that's the thing that we're doing. This is another one where it might just be a clear the board, win the game type situation rather than a combo game, but we'll see.
Break it, you buy it.
That's a good pickup for next turn. And then we have Hero Power Stoneskin on 4. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. Might have to try and clean up with the Skipper next turn. Just because this remaining on the board is not ideal for me. Really needed not to hit Healing Totem, but at least now they can't heal twice. Oh. Yeah, I could go 1, 2, 3, which doesn't do enough unless I coin the Stoneskin. Which may actually just be the line after all. We don't get Roaring Applause value is the concern, and we only draw 2 cards off of it. Obviously, there's the Barov Skipper play, but I think that we take a clear when we have it, right?
I'll show you who's boss.
Let me hear you make some noise!
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Job's done.
Okay, there's some card draw, which is what we're lacking right now. This is also draw with the Roaring Applause. That's why I wanted to keep the Barov, is for things like this. Can only clear 1 here.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Stylish and
But unless this card is exactly Devolve, I think it's fine. Even if it is Devolve, I think it's fine. Nice Idiot Totem into the Barov. Okay. We're just Control Warrior now. That is also a confirmed human playing Even Shaman. Imagine that. Okay, another priest. I think we assume aggro and adjust if it isn't. Which does mean these two are pretty good, I would imagine. Okay, Renethal, our concern is a dirty rat, so I probably want to think about that and potentially play around it as best as I can. Okay, there are dragons in here. Makes sense. Zarimi is maybe a thing to consider. I don't mind a coin totem right now, just to see if we can get a couple of extra draws going. Got 2 minion types in hand with the Roaring Applause as well. And then we could just get the Ancient Totem for more, as well as the Skipper for the maximum draw potential. Okay. That decreases our mana cost of a draw turn, so we could just go here, here, and play the Roaring Applause next turn if we really wanted to. But I may also want to hang on to some of the 0 mana minions just to protect against Dirty Rat. Oh my god. Exclamation point to Longy Priest. Let's actually just dump this, since we have a mech in hand that costs 0. And I don't think overdrawing is really that much of a concern. If it becomes one, I could always just like throw away a Stoneskin Armorer without drawing cards. I'm not going to sit here and complain about like these totems drawing extra cards, that's for sure. Let's lead with this.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
I think we just go face here and end the turn. I think very critically, their board just kind of dies to our skipper turn here. Maybe not so much anymore, but...
Break it, you buy it! Ah! I'll show you who's boss!
Armor made
Let's
to
just do this.
Let me hear you make some noise!
Stack a whole bunch of armor. Should leave us in a pretty good spot for the foreseeable future. I don't know. Almost nice. But next turn, we can maybe use the Roaring Applause and just like get back to drawing again. Also, just do this.
Do you have this in a bigger size? Do you have this in a
Hold
bigger
these
size?
again for the sake of Dirty Rat protection, especially now with the Mecha'thun in hand. I've got double Light of the Phoenix near the bottom of my deck now is kind of a problem.
The time reveals Azeroth's potential.
Okay, we can just Barov that. So Barov into a few different minion types. There's only one card that actually matters if I burn at this stage. That is not one of them, unfortunately.
I'll show you who's boss!
What if we draw here for 3? Two. And I can play one of these. Cool. So I have a combo here. I think I just play this, which will allow me to potentially play a Roaring Applause and the combo on the... No, I still have a lot of minions I need to dump. Or just a lot of cards I need to dump. But the baseline combo is... Let's go here,
made to fit.
here. I need to play this. Unfortunately. need to play one of these minions here, I think. Right, because it's 4/9. No, I need to just tank another turn. Because I have the Aftershocks to get out still. So next turn is just double Aftershock into hold the minions. So we can play all of the minions to maximize our protection against Dirty Rats. And Mutanus, I suppose. That seems kind of bad for me, doesn't it? Like, there's a good chance that there's a Dirty Rat in that. Just spend the mana, hold the rest. It's a 1 and 4. 50-50 if there's a Bran, or...
Come, dragons, join me.
Pray for me. No Mutanus possible now. We win? I wonder what was in the ETC.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
Okay, so I need to play this first. Just to get that out of the way so I don't botch it. And it's pretty easy from here. Boom. And we cleared the board. That's the important part. Can't let the opponent have minions for next game. Wow. Okay, against Paladin, we probably are just again looking to keep the board clear. I'll keep an early Needlerock and look for things like Aftershocks. Skipper also very good. So this may make me want to hold the coin. So that I can get a good Skipper pop-off with a Roaring Applause already in hand.
Observe, analyze, engage.
Just cycle this for 1, as well as potentially heal up a bit. Because of this, like, there's a world where we need a Barov or something to get a clear now. Or a shield shatter. Oof. Wait, they hit 2 cards?
Want to hear my playlist?
That doesn't seem possible. Let's just use all our mana here. We want to try and get this active for next turn, which would probably require either an Eternium Rover or Armorsmith. So I have 5 mana available to me next turn.
Protocol 7.
That's alarming. Only 11 at the moment.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Hello.
Let's tempo this. I think we're probably dead is the read I'm getting out of this one.
True strength comes from within.
Twist this, tighten that, and bolt over
Maybe
there.
not.
Converting stored energy.
Likely so.
Hear my playlist?
Just because I won't be able to get to this very effectively unless we hit a Lord Barov here. I was watching the deck list and didn't quite hit. Do have an Aftershock.
Stylish and deadly.
They're not great follow-ups. Just need to survive this, which is easier said than done.
Repair in progress.
Okay.
Reporting for duty.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Let me hear you make some noise!
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
Clears everything but this again, and we play this.
This in a bigger size?
The correct line is probably just suck it up and play the second shield shatter. But I'm holding on to hope that we can Mecha'thun.
Must protect little boss.
Reporting for duty.
Now.
Stylish and deadly.
Okay, we can still clear it now. We just have to figure something else out for the Mecha'thun combo if we wanted to go that route. And I do need to find a Barov really quickly.
Reporting for duty.
Must protect little boss. I'll show you who's boss.
This will be free-ish. Let's go here first. It kind of needs to die, doesn't it? Do I have a way to make that happen? No. It's another 10. I think we're just dead. Well, yeah, we're or a little bit more than exactly dead. Right, because there's a war gear and another. Yeah, we're more than dead. Maybe they don't see it. Copium. I mean, there's like only one line here regardless.
Stored energy.
Just having Barov bottom 3 is a bit of a bummer. Okay. Well, I mean, it's... clear they're just BMing here. There's no reason to entertain that. Not sure why I wouldn't want to accept somebody's friend request after they just did that, but sure.
Denatrius versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Let your penance begin.
Hopefully not the robotic mech rogues that we've been encountering. But this is a decent hand. I think I just want to skip her, though. And Vendor on 1 is just kind of fine.
Armor! Lightly used
Skipper
armor.
will make this pretty good. Okay, yeah, this is a non-human player. The standard Valera portrait usually uses the standard card back as well, but playing Mech Rogue in Wild is just, in my experience, been universally a bot. So I don't need to play it out to know that that's the case.
Denatrius versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. Let your penance begin.
It's a pretty decent opener. Okay. And we can be a little bit more liberal with our use of the this totem because we have the ancient totem as a backup if we need to draw off of Roaring Applause still.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
So like just this in the keep feels pretty fine. Okay, Beast Hunter. Seemed like the likely
Break it, you buy it.
encounter here. Okay, Dummy. Like, this is already 3 cards if we just hit a Roaring Applause, which is pretty good. 2 mana, draw 3 is an incredibly powerful card. So, I would not mind that. Just like I don't mind that. I'll do it again!
You buy it.
Okay, there's the Roaring Applause. That makes next turn look pretty good. Someone really liked their arena draft, I guess. Let's actually lead with this.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
And then we'll look
Break
at
it, you buy it.
maybe hitting another, like, a Razorfen Rockstar could be good for the sake of the Roaring Applause. Okay. Is this a beast? Oh, how about that? Okay, we've also just got the Skipper as a draw here.
I'll show you who's boss.
For another card off of this Roaring Applause. Very nice. Now we can start working on just kind of gaining some armor and clearing their boards. Which the Armorsmith is pretty good at. I think we can bump. No, never mind. Okay. So we'll draw 3. which I do have the hand space for. And we can just do this. Into this. Sure, that's a good pickup as well. And now we're just waiting for the second skipper. We can hang out for a bit with this amount of armor as well. I was not expecting that. But I don't think it's that threatening. Could use that here. Like, just play it into play the Light of the Phoenix, because that's kind of hard to get rid of. One of the harpoon guns is already gone as well. We've seen both Roaring Applause already. So I think I'm okay just making some hand space here. I have a big enough skipper turn as it stands with just skipper this. Okay. Would like to find that skipper, please. No? Yes. Just play it and gain all of the armor.
Armor made to
And we just have 2 more draws that we need to hit. So this probably just gets tempoed because we need to turn off to dump some of these cards as well as clear their board. It's not likely I need to worry about playing around Dirty Rat or anything here, so I don't think it's necessary, but I'll do so to the best of my ability. I think I want to, like, I need to get rid of this, and this. So that's just, like, my turn. That's, what, 6, 9 mana. And then that allows me to retain the Rockstar. So I don't necessarily need to hold all of those, but I do need to, because I can play a Rockstar plus a 2 mana card into the combo. Not expected to see that card. Also, missed arguably the most important minion there. That's pretty unfortunate for them. So we just need to play one of the 2 mana minions here, which I think will be this, and then just go ahead and hero power afterwards so that we don't take any fatigue. And then next turn we just have a, what, 8 mana plays? Which we have more than enough mana for. That could be a problem. If there's an ice trap. I don't have a way to play around that. Other than lead with a chemical spill. So at least we know.
Quickly.
It's 1. Two. Board space is not an issue, so we just lead with the chemical spill. Hope it's not ice trap. If it is, we can just combo the following turn. Cool.
Let me hear you make some noise!
made to
Ow. And you're dead. Get some nice fireworks. Feels good, man. Alright, I'm gonna queue up one more, but I'll be right back while it goes.
Denatrius versus Lady Vash.
From strife comes opportunity.
Let your penance begin.
Suppose we assume it's another even shaman, but this is a pretty good curve into nearly anything. Oh, not even shaman. That's nice.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
Oh, you know what? Big shaman has been growing in popularity because the location draws the Muck Morpher. Or like a turn 4 big minion. So it could be that.
After a rocky start.
Maybe not.
Break it, you buy it.
Let's just clear this. Gain some armor, draw a card. Feels pretty good here. We've got one minion type for the Roaring Applause. I would like to hit at least one more. So like a rover off the top would just kind of be fine. Even a target dummy. If it's Shutterwalk Shaman though, like
I do the crime. You do the
that's not
time.
super concerning, but the like the Dirty Rat and Mutanus will be.
Armor!
So.
Armor! Lightly used armor!
Do you have this in a
Break
bigger
it, you
size?
buy it.
Need to do my best to play around those cards. And just try and get to our combo before their Shutterwalk is fully operational. Okay.
Stylish end!
Break it, you
Bump.
buy it. Break it, you buy it.
Face. It's a decent turn. Oh, hey, they've got one too. Alright, I think we just take the bump, play the first Aftershocks
Break it, you buy it.
into yet another totem. I've got one more framed in my deck, I think. Two more. I've only drawn one. Ooh. Certainly feels like more.
Oh, it's a bit to get.
So that should probably die, right?
Sharper than bang.
Clear that. Play this. This. Okay. And we can just dump the Ancient Totem if need be. I don't don't even know if that was worth a dump, because, like, we have the full combo in hand, and we'd probably prefer to have Dirty Rat Mutinous protection. So I think that was an unnecessary risk. It didn't matter in hindsight, but it could have. Let's just deal with that before it becomes a problem. Ow.
Do try to keep yourself alive.
Got decent Dirty Rat protection. It's just going to be mana limited at this point. Okay. I mean, they know what their out is, right? So they're definitely playing towards it. I can't play the second Shield Shatter. I do need to play the second Aftershocks, though. It's maybe a good time for that. I just want to make sure the bird is off the board so that they can't bounce it.
All out of cards.
This is probably the limiting factor from here. Because I assume this board gets cleared. So next turn we go like light into Armorsmith.
Nobody move.
Don't have battle cries to play. It's possible I hold back the Armorsmith. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9 mana. At present, I think I hold it back. Just because there's a reasonable expectation that they hit something to cause disruption off of the ETC, like a Dirty Rat.
My jaws that bite, my claws.
One, there's 2 of those. Oh, there's only 1.
My hand is too full.
I think we win. Because I don't overload this turn. So we just play these out and win the game. That was kind of sketchy, but no Loatheb, so no problem.
I'll show you who's boss.
GG. Never a doubt. Easiest game of my life. Wipe sweat off brow. Recovers from near panic attack. Easy game, easy life. Actually a very cool and surprisingly effective deck. Like, I don't know, we lost to 1 Hell Yeah, 1 turbo high roll on the Mech Paladin, and a robot that we conceded to. So, overall pretty good. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.